Shall shall we start? Yes? Okay, nice. Thank you so much, kids. So a very warm welcome to all the students and parents. And hi, Priyasha ma'am. Hi, Rajan sir. Hope you both are doing well. And all the kids and parents also. Hope you all are doing well. So kids, as we have discussed, like we are here for a demo and interaction program on Reasoning Olympiad, and this is for grades 5 and 6. Okay. And like reasoning is that one subject which is essential for everyone, I would say, because like first of all, it is rarely taught in schools. So can anyone tell me, like, in whose school reasoning is being taught? In anyone's school? No, as a subject completely, like you have a subject. Okay, Angna. So Angna, you say like in your school, it's the classes are getting conducted for reasoning. Do you have it as a subject in math class? But then completely as a subject, it won't be taught, I believe, right?
Mhm.
But then, like we believe that this one subject, especially, it should be included in the curriculum for all the schools, all the grades, right? Because it is very essential, as we were discussing earlier also. So like it puts your brain to work, correct? So you start thinking logically, you have many things coming to your mind, like yes, this can be the solution to this. I should work for this question in this manner, I should do it in this manner. Okay, so your scope widens, right? Yes, absolutely, kids. So, kids, like today we would be having a short demo. So, generally our classes are of 75 minutes, but then since this is a demo session, we will be having the demo for around 40 minutes. Okay, and the flow of this session would be like, first of all, there would be an introduction by your mentor Priyasha ma'am. So many of you would be knowing her, right? Who all knows her in the chat section? Netik, Chitra, and
They are currently in my mathematics batch.
Ashia, Angna. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so Priyasha ma'am, she is one of our star mentors, and she's really very passionate about her teaching. And like this is her passion which brings her to teaching, correct? And otherwise she is a software, like she's into software industry, correct? And she has been teaching you kids, the kids of your age from past 2 years now, right, Priyasha? And this would be your
Yes.
third year into teaching, and she has become one of our star mentors right now. Okay, and kids say, okay, Priyasha ma'am is taking the batch, so we don't want to see the demo also, we will join the class. So I'm sure, kids, you are going to enjoy her demo session, which will be conducted like around 7:30. Okay, before that, after her introduction, Priyasha's ma'am introduction, we would be having a short presentation by Rajan sir, okay, who would be explaining you the detail about the program. And after that, I will be taking you through the tour of Olympiad Success Platform. So, what all you would be getting once you enroll for this course. And after that, we would be having a short question answer round. Okay. So, if you have any doubts, any queries, please do write it down in the chat section so that we can answer all your queries. And post that, the demo session. Okay. So, kids, stay with us till 8:15 p.m. because the class is of 75 minutes, and the first half hour we would be taking for all the introduction part, and after that your class, the demo would be beginning. Okay. Okay, Netik, you have taken one more demo session of Priyasha ma'am. That's really nice. So over to you, Priyasha ma'am, and welcome you on board.
Thank you so much, Aarti ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So, Aarti ma'am already told us about the importance of logical reasoning, and the best part is that it's not taught in schools, though it is considered to be the most important subject. So, you all know one thing, right? Most of you are there from my standard 3-4 batch, and many are new as well. So, the ones who have come from standard 3-4 reasoning to 5-6 reasoning, they must be knowing the answer to my question which I'm going to ask. Okay, but for the new ones, it's a new question for you. Can you tell me that why do we think that logical reasoning is one of the most important subjects? Just try to come up with few answers in the chat. Okay. Yes, Sanskruti. Thank you. Yes, I do take video making and animation classes as well. Natik says it activates our mind. All right. And others, it is something which affects your other subjects as well. So anything related to logical reasoning affecting science, maths, EVS, any other subject, GK, keeps the mind fresh. Okay. Because it refreshes our mind and increases the level of thinking. That's nice, Angna. Rudranil, without logical reasoning, we cannot think logical. Oh, okay. Fine. So I can just make it in a better phrase, like what you guys can tell me is, or what I can tell you or guarantee you is that if you're good at logical reasoning, you're automatically going to be good at a far better place than your peers compared to your friends in all the subjects, because logical reasoning is such a wide subject under whose umbrella you would be getting questions from GK, questions from English, questions from mathematics, and so on. The list is never ending. And the topic which I'm going to take up in the demo is also one such example in which you will see that, okay, ma'am, in this single subject we see so many topics popping up, like GK, like English, like numbers, and so on. So that's why we say that logical reasoning is an essential chapter, an essential topic to be taught to the students. And have you heard about the term IQ test, guys? IQ test? Yes, intelligent quotient, which is a test which is used to determine how smart you are, how intelligent you are. And what kind of questions are asked in IQ? Logical reasoning. That means logical reasoning is a parameter through which people judge how good you are in your observation skills, how good you are in your number, like counting skills, how good you are in your other various analytical skills, creative skills, etc. So that means logical reasoning is something which has also been a very essential part in all your higher examination. So if you know about very famous Olympiad exams like NTSC, which is the National Talent Search Examination, 50%, half of the paper is just logical reasoning. Similarly, if you go higher up to colleges, to companies, there for getting a job or even getting the entry into a good college requires logical reasoning to be passed as a subject in the examination. So when logical reasoning is so important and it's not taken up in schools, we need to train ourselves from the very beginning, so that when we do these questions later in future, not just as a part of Olympiads but also as a part of examinations, we will be like, ah, I did it far back. It's so simple. So just keeping this aim into mind, I will just try to cover up topics in my classes with which you people will be finding logical reasoning as a very, very interesting topic. And at the same time, your mind will start growing and you will start thinking out of the box. And the best part about conducting these classes in a group session would be that if I came up with one rule, like I came up with, okay, let's solve this question this way, and if the other person thinks that this can be done in this way as well, and that gives us the same answer, we can discuss it in the class, right? So that will actually help all of us in the session to know the various methods of reaching the answer. So that's again a very creative aspect to be taken care of while dealing with logical reasoning questions. So that was all about logical reasoning and about our classes. Now what we will be doing is we will be having a quick presentation from Rajan sir, and that will have some important data, okay? Some important information about the classes, about the course, so on. So you need to make a note of it because I'll be asking you questions from that. And then very soon we'll get started with our demo as well. Okay. So that's all from my end. Over to you, Rajan sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, ma'am. Okay, students, I'm just sharing my screen. Just let me know, is it visible or not? It is visible? Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, now it
So
is.
firstly, welcome to the demo of reasoning class 5 and 6. Okay, so let me tell you about us firstly. Okay, let's do first question. Okay, so you can write in the chat box which figure out of the following is odd one out. And please come with the reasoning also because it's a reasoning class.
Absolutely.
Do give us the solution, kids. Why A is the answer, why B is the answer, C is the answer, D is the answer, or E is the answer.
Look it carefully. All the figures are similar in some way and different in some other way. So, out of
Okay,
all of this, you have to find out which one is actually making a group of four. Because finding the odd one out is not just about finding which one is different, rather, it is actually making a group of the remaining four options and picking out the one which is not a part of that group. So be very clever in doing it and please write down the reason for your answer. That's more important. think,
Nitik said,
think.
yeah, Nitik said, ma'am, DS shapes are not same.
Shapes are not same for D as well,
For
for
A
A
as
as
well.
well.
Yes.
Mhm.
Angna come with the reason because other are odd and others are even.
So how odd and even,
You can
Angna?
elaborate this.
You can count the numbers and then come up with that, Angna. You're very close though. Okay, Rudranil. Hmm.
Okay, I think we got very good answers here. So let's check the correct answer, students. So yes, the correct answer is D. Okay, how it is D? Because when we add the number of sides of each figure, so for A, we will get 5 plus 3, 8. For B, we will get 4 plus 4 equal to 8. For C, we will get 3 plus 3 equal to 6. For D, we will get 4 plus 3 equal to 7. And for E, we will get 5 plus 5 equal to 10. So for all of them, the sum is even except for D. For figure D, the sum is odd. Okay, students? So yes, the correct option is C. Now let me tell you about us, about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exam. We have Olympiad live classes, and this is our third year in live classes. We have School Plus program. In School Plus program, we offer 8 courses that include mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, and communication spoken and written both, Vedic maths, as well as coding. So we offer online CBSE classes also for grade 6 to 12. We offer one-on-one preparation classes for mathematics international Olympiad like SESMO, CMO, Hong Kong International Mathematics Olympiad, TIMO, Math Count, US Maths competition, Math Kangaroo, PRMO, and also JEE main classes. Meet our rank holder for the session 2021. For the session 21-22, we will soon compile the results. And so we got 40 plus international rank 1, 70 plus top 5 international rank, and 120 plus top 10 international rank in various Olympiad exams. Now about this course, there will be 20 students and we will be delivered on Zoom, like the session will be conducted on Zoom only. And you will get 3 sessions per week. Days will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Timing will be 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. So the duration of the class will be 75 minutes. Okay, students. And in between, we have 5 minutes free. So the session include mix of theory, practice question, doubt session, and we will also discuss previous year paper. Student will also get practice question, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. And we will soon, like Aarti ma'am, show you, give you a tour of Olympiad Success where you will find the practice test. And student will also get a free mock test of logical reasoning. Now the syllabus link I will share in the chat box. The fees for this course is 6,800 and there will be 32 sessions in the course. Okay, students. Payment link also I will share in the chat box. The fee include online classes, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year paper, and also access to Olympiad Success platform logical reasoning worksheets. To join this course, what you need, a laptop with good internet speed and headphone. And as students, you know that preparation for Olympiad exams is quite tougher than your school curriculum. So we actually advise students to spend some more hours to cope up with the curriculum, and parent support is also be needed to check the answer and retrieve the concepts. So the live classes for this course will start from 6th April. And currently we have students from 3,800 schools and we are catering in 35 plus countries. So this is about this course, students. Now, if anyone have any question, any doubt, please write in the chat box.
Okay, kids, and before that, like you keep your questions ready in the chat section
Yeah.
so that once we finish the tour of the platform, we will be taking all the questions one by one. Okay, so kids, what you have to do is you have to log in to the platform by going to this link, which is olympiadsuccess.com/login, and type in your email and password. Okay, and you would be redirected to the dashboard. On your dashboard, you have to click on the live classes button, wherein like you can access the subject. Okay, so now this is reasoning. So click on the reasoning Olympiad. So under the subject list, all the subjects which you have subscribed for will be coming. Okay, so now like let's say I have subscribed to reasoning. I'll select reasoning Olympiad. I'll select the topic. So let's say I have selected analogy. So these are the things which Rajan sir had mentioned about them in the presentation. So we do give reading material, practice questions, and answer keys. So once you click on the reading material will open up in the form of PDF. So you can, practice from this as well. So this is given for your quick reference. Okay. After the reading material, there are many practice questions. So you can, test your knowledge, like how much you have learned by giving this test. Okay, so these are the practice questions, and then finally you can match your answer keys by the answer keys given by us. So just click on answer keys, and here you can see the answer keys, right? Okay, so now also one thing that view schedule. If you click on this button, so a detailed schedule would be coming. So it's very structured. It's given in a very structured manner. So like what we would be doing in session 1, session 2, like when the test will be conducted and when are the super classes and so on and so on. So generally what we do is like whatever the number of sessions the course is. Okay, so let's say if this course is of 32 sessions, so we would try to complete the course in, let's say, 28, 29 sessions, and the remaining classes would be there for your practice of previous year papers, doubt solving sessions, and so on. Okay, and like here Zoom meeting ID and password. So you see here, so you would be provided with the ID and password. So you need to enter using these credentials so that to attend the live classes. And now let us talk about the worksheets. So the topic wise worksheets, which Rajan sir had mentioned. So what you need to do is like click on the logical reasoning tab, and here you can see like what all worksheets we have given to you for your practice. So here you can see at the bottom there are 43 entries, which means there are 43 worksheets provided to you, and these all are topic based. Okay, so here like alphanumeric sequence puzzle, so all the questions would be related to alphanumeric sequence. Similarly, analogy and classification, analytical reasoning. So if you would want to practice from this, you just need to click on the take exam button and click on the start worksheet button. So here like the worksheets would be in the form of test, and you have to read the question, select the option, and continue. Okay, on the right panel you can see there are 25 questions in all, so you have to attempt all these. Once you're done with the questions, click on the finish button, and here is the complete answer key. Okay, so here the question comes, option, correct answer, your answer, and what is the explanation to that. Okay, so this is what you would be provided, kids. And like if you would want to see your answer keys once again, like what all you have appeared for. So let's say like I have given the test for these many subjects, these many topics. So now I would want to view the result for any of these. I'll click on the view button. So my performance page will open up, wherein it will tell me about my score, the median score, my percentage. And once I click on the review button, it will redirect me to the answer key detail page again. Okay, wherein I can see the question details and all. So that's it about the platform. So kids, once you enroll for this program, you would be getting the credentials, and using that, you can log into the platform to access the reading material, right? Any questions coming up?
Yeah, I think one question is there, ma'am. What are the dates for classes?
Okay, so who is going to tell us this question? the answer to this question in the chat box. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other question, kids? So if we get a mock test every month, what will it be on the whole month that we studied, or everything that we studied in the whole year?
So basically, kids, what happens is like once we start conducting these classes, so after every topic or two or three, depending upon the size of the topic, right? So we would be conducting a class test. Okay, and you should make sure that you attend these classes because we would be providing you with plenty of things. So like after every topic or two, we would be conducting the test, and as mentioned during the presentation also. So after once the entire content course is covered, we would be having revision on previous year papers, and we would be solving your doubts, and we would be conducting tests as well. Okay, so these would be topic wise tests, and as a whole also, right, Priyasha ma'am, during the end of the classes we would be taking a complete test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Siddhi, what is the timing, AM or PM? It is PM. It is 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna come up with one question.
Angna has posted a question. Angna, the answer is 41. And do you need the logic? Alright. We'll discuss the logic when we start the demo, okay? Okay, Angna, I will come up with your question. All right.
Any other question, kids?
No.
Nope. Okay. Okay, so shall we start with the session then?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with it. What about the kids? Ready for the demo, I mean.
Yes, everybody is giving a thumbs up.
Yes.
Yes, start the
Okay,
class.
fine. Sanskriti seems happy. All right, we'll start the demo, and our demo is going to be an analogy based demo. Okay, so we'll be talking about analogy as a subject in total. Okay, we'll be covering questions, we'll be dealing with topics. Okay, fine, Sai, that's nice. And for just for Angana's question, which you guys can already see on the screen, okay, like on your chat box. So for this, you know what's the logic is, Angana? You need to multiply 3 and then subtract 1. So this is called as a dual logic. Dual logic means the first term, multiply it with 3, then subtract 1. Like 1 into 3 is 3 and 3 minus 1 is 2. So the next term is 2. Similarly, 2 into 3 is 6 and 6 minus 1 is 5. All right. So like this, we would be doing and completing the following series. Last term given by Angna is 14. 14 threes is 42, and 42 minus 1 is 41. That's the logic. When is the class going to end? Okay. So Ashni, I guess within 8 or 8:15, we will complete the class. Okay. Fine. So generally when we talk about analogy, we know that one basic way of following this is this pattern of questions. We have a colon, then we have a double colon, and then we have another colon. And we say that A, B, C, D. What's the meaning of this? The meaning is A is related to, what do we call it? We call it as A is related to B. And what is the meaning of the double dots? The double dots means in the same way. In the same way as, again the same thing. C is related to D. Okay. So A is related to B in the same way as C is related to D. That means there are 4 things given to you and 2 of them have the same relation, and that similar relation will be seen between C and D as well. So that's how we do questions related to analogy. Fine. Okay. Now Next, what we'll be doing, let me see what happened. Angna ma'am, in the scribbled question of SOF, the answer is given 42. Then it's wrong. No, Angna, you only try that out. It might be a printing mistake somewhere. Okay, that is totally possible in the books. So don't worry about that. You can just justify the logic. All right, into 3 minus 1. Then, so when it comes to this type of analogy based questions, the concept comes in that how are we going to understand, ma'am, that what's the relation, how we will start it. Okay, so today in this session, we'll be starting with the basics and we will just discuss up what analogy is, what are the different types of questions which we expect in analogy section, and the best part is the chocolate question. So my old students know what chocolate question is, but for my new ones, chocolate questions are the special questions which you will get in Priyasha ma'am's class only. Those are the questions which you can expect in your upcoming examination because they are of the same level as of the Olympiads. Okay. So that's why they are called as chocolate questions. And a disclaimer that ma'am doesn't give any chocolate for right answers, but you can note down the number of correct chocolate answers you're giving, because anytime in future if we meet in person, you can come and say that ma'am, you owe me this number of chocolates. So I'll surely give you those chocolates. All right, fine. So we will get started with the definition of analogy. So when we are talking about analogy, we are talking about relationship. We are talking about comparison. I am comparing A with B. Okay, how am I comparing? What's the relation between A and B, guys? Ma'am, A is the first letter, B is the second letter. That means if I just add a 1, I would get B. So that's the relationship between A and B. So now in the double colon, if I give you a letter F, so what will be the next letter after it? Come on, quickly in the chat. I see Natik with an answer. Others? Okay, Rudranil, Deepak, Sanskruti, Snehashish, Sai, Ayush. All right. Natasha, Alia, Famida, all right. Nirmit, Rudra, okay. Ayushi, great. That's correct. Nanika, correct. So how are we doing this? Ashia, I'm just getting started with it. Don't worry. So the relation in the first part which I found was that, ma'am, whatever will be in the first place, I'm going to add up 1 to get the letter in the second place. So if I apply the same relation over here, now I don't know if you guys remember the place values or not, but F stands for sixth letter of the alphabet. And when you have the sixth letter with you, you are just going to add up 1 to it and you will get the seventh letter. That's G. So the answer to this question will be G. So that's the process of figuring out the analogy questions. So what we'll do is we'll start with pretty simple questions, which will be our, warm up session. And the moment we start gaining pace, we'll move to the difficult questions. Okay, fine. So I guess that the definition is clear to all of you. Now we have a very interesting analogy based question depending upon the position of the alphabet. So the one who does this question correct will have which feature good in him or her? The observation feature and the analytical feature also. What's the meaning of analytical, guys? One who can process the information well. So if you can process the information well, you can come up with the right answer to this question. To analyze, yeah, that's true. That means to analyze. So let's see how many of you can process it well. Oh, okay. Chitra and others, don't repeat your answer, Nanika, please. You can just type it once and sit back and relax. Let your friends answer and then we'll quickly start in 10 seconds. Okay, I'm getting answers from a couple of you. That's good. Okay, so what we will be doing is we'll first try to establish a relationship between the first and the second part. So in the first and the second part, I see a capital D at the first and a capital D at the end, a small d in the second place and a capital D at the first place. Oh, wait a minute. I got the logic. Did you get the logic? We are reversing it. Okay, Sanskruti. So we are reversing it. The letters capital D, small a is being written as ADD, but in a different way. The second letter changes to capital. So if I change the second letter to capital, the relation is swapping. Swapping. Okay. So if I swap this, I get B, I get R, I get capital R. But I very well know that this should be a capital R. So my final answer will be BRR. But that's the casual way, isn't it? Everyone does it like that. Hmm. How will we be different? We will be different if we start doing it in a faster way. What's the faster way, guys? The faster way can be two of the ways. Way number one, you know that your first letter is going to be a small letter. Correct? Correct. And there is two options which has small letters, and option C can never be the answer because it has all the three letters same. Am I right? So that means automatically B is the answer. And the second process is I know that the last two digits are supposed to be capital letters, uppercase. Yes, Sanskriti, option elimination. Priyasha ma'am's favorite method to get all the answers faster is option elimination method. All right. So if I want to get two uppercase letters that are same, then that's present only in option B. So B is my answer. Yes, Barnil, option elimination. So was it this not very, very simple? Very, very simple. Thumbs up. Okay. Shall we go to the next question then? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Fine. So here we have the second question, which is based on the alphabet position. Let's see how many of you remember the place value of C, D, E, F, M, N, O, P. Similarly, H, I, J, K. Hmm. I see answers. Okay. Any logic or only answers? You can come up with a logic as well. A, B, C, D. Four options. And no, and so many answers, but no logic. Oh, one logic. I just saw this. Okay, Rudranil with a logic. Very good, Rudranil. Fine. So what we'll do is we'll learn some place values over here. Okay. So there are various methods of remembering the place value. I know, see, the best way of solving this question, ma'am is going to tell you right now. So please pay attention. This is the first letter. So the relationship of the first letter will be with the first letter only. So don't consider this as one group together. Rather consider this as first letter related to the first letter. Yes, Sanskriti. Next, we have second letter related to the second letter. Similarly, third to the third and fourth to the fourth. Very good, Natik. Perfect. Now we will know the place value. So A, B, C, D is very easy to remember, and especially when it comes to C, D, E, F, that's way too more easy, right? 3, 4, 5, and 6. But what's the place value of M? How many of you know the place value of M? Tell me. Mm-mm. Okay, 13, 13, 13, 13. Very nice. So what you can do is, see guys, there's a very easy method to remember 13. If you give 13 anti-clockwise or clockwise, what is this? Clockwise. If you give M a clockwise 90-degree turn, will it look like this? 3. Now, which position of 3 can M take, guys? 3 is already captured by C. And the other position possible value can be 13, possible value can be 23. Can we have 33? Can we have 33? Nope. We have only 26 letters, ma'am. Why do you forget that? So that's right. We can either have 13 or we have 23. But we know that M is very close to the middle of the alphabet letters. And that means it can never go close to the end. That's 23. So we will give it the position of 13. Similarly for W, if I give it a anti-clockwise rotation, this will also look like a 3. But I know that C is taking 3, M is taking 13, so W will automatically take 23. Oh, yes, Ashwini, that's right. Okay, Angna, so that's right. So that means M stands for 13 and consequently N stands for 14. You can remember Ijoti, guys, that's the table of 5. 5, 10, 15, 25, and oh, 20, 25, right? So this will be 15 for us. Yes, Ashni, very nice. That also we can do. I'll tell that. And the next term is 16. So like this, we know the place values. We have very nice tricks to remember the place values as well. Okay. I'll share a very funny trick with you for W. Okay. For W, let me share a very funny trick with you. So the funny trick is count the number of spikes at the top. Count the number of spikes at the top. One, two, three. So it's close to Z. So it will be 23. Similarly, guys, the spikes in V. How many spikes in V? Two spikes. So it's 22. And the last one, I know it's very funny, but it's something which will help you to remember it for life. Okay. Next is X. How many spikes in X? One, two, three, four. So that's 24. So that's so simple to remember. Okay. So when we come back to our question here, we see that if I do plus 10, I will be getting the next letter. Plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. All right. Yes, yes, of course. You can use any logic to remember that. All right. So plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. Now, if this is the relation, what did I teach you in the very beginning? I taught you that whatever is the relationship between the first two pair, you will be having the same relation in the other part. So let's do something. Let's beautifully erase only this part and let's write these letters over there. H, I, J, K. Now, anyone who can help me with the place value? Guys, have you ever seen a digital clock? Have you seen how does 8 comes up? 8. Tick, 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 tick. Right? So what if I just remove the upper one and the lower one? Will it look like an H? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So that's why we can say that 8 is H. Next term, the cursive writing I. The cursive writing I looks like 9. Just now we learned Ijoti. J is the second letter in Ijoti. That means 5 into 2. 10. And Kings 11 Punjab, the old name of Punjab Kings. If you guys watch IPL, that's 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Now if I do plus, I get 18, I get 19, I get 20, and I get 21. 18 stands for R, 19 for S, this is for T, and this is for U. Now, you know what? Yeah, Sanskriti, you can remember it that the right to age, okay, that's 18 years, correct. Now, guys, I have a short trick for you. It might be possible that in the exam, when you're hurrying up and doing the questions, you might forget one or two place values. But if you have options like this and you remember only one place value also, you can come up with the answer, isn't it? So try to utilize the options and make options your friend. Okay. Fine. So thumbs up for this question. This was easy to go. Yeah, all right. So shall we move to the next question? Okay, yes. Now this one is a tricky one. This one is a tricky one. I repeat, you have to know the meaning of each term specifically. Like, what's the relation between traffic and road? You will be seeing the same relation with the options. Let's see how many of you remember or can understand this. Traffic is in road, says Vihan. Okay. Sanskruti, no odd one out. Here the relation is analogy. So if traffic is in road, then what is in what? Or will the relation be is in or traffic? See, traffic stays in road, guys? No. Traffic moves in road. Yeah, traffic moves in road. Like where is what kind of? Yes, Sanskruti. Hmm. Okay, Sai, then in that case, route is in tree, but is it moving in tree? Traffic moves in road, guys. Traffic moves in road. Ashia, you can still give it a second attempt. Natik. Aeroplane lies in Okay, aerodrome is a place where the aeroplane rests. Okay. Okay, it doesn't moves there. It moves in the sky. Okay, now you guys are getting the right answer. Please don't repeat the answer, Himnesh. Please just write it once and leave it as it is. Okay. Okay, fine. Then in that case, you all have come closer to the correct answer. Very good. See, the roots are present in the tree. The aeroplane is resting in the aerodrome. The car is resting in the garage. But the blood is not resting in one place. It's moving in our veins, right? Similarly, the traffic is not resting one day or the other, maybe after 5 hours, maybe after 20 hours, but the traffic will move, right? So, traffic moves in the road. That's the relation. So, this is what is tricky in this question. You have to establish what's the relation between them. That makes it tricky. Okay, good to go with this question. Can we move further? Yes? Okay, now we'll jump down to the section of numbers. Okay, this is not a question, this is the way of doing the numbers. So when we are in this session, we'll try to understand that what do we do when we have a number analogy question. You know what, guys? Number analogy is considered to be the toughest question for analogy. Not this one though, this one is very simple, but you can make difficult questions from number analogy. And so far, if you guys have observed, did you get a GK based question? Yes. Did you get a science based question? Yes. Did you get a maths based question now? Yes. Yes, Unnati. This was what I was talking about in my introduction, that if you are good at logical reasoning, you will automatically start thinking better in the different subjects. Okay. So for this question, the question can be asked in two ways. They can ask you to find out the next pair, or they can ask you to find out the remaining number. Now, listen to me very carefully, guys. You know one trick. See, I have been making so many questions for your Olympiad so far, and I know one very specific information about these things. And this is very, very, very what should I say? You should not reveal this at all to anyone. This is only for those who attended the demo. So confidential. So see, listen, what is the trick? They always like, see, always remember that analogy questions do not have a wrong answer. Okay. Suppose there are many ways of getting 30 from 20. Do you believe me? Tell me any two ways of getting 30 from 20. We can get 30 from 20 by simply doing plus twin. plus 10. Yeah, that's the easiest method. Other method can be 20 into 2 minus 10. So that is 40 minus 10, that is 30 back. Correct? Correct? So in that case, guys, if I use this logic of into 2 minus 10, then 50 into 2 will give me 100 and 100 minus 10 will give me 90. So you will say, ma'am, then 90 is not the answer. Why? Because it is not present in the options. So what skill do you guys need? What skill do you guys need for solving these questions? The skill needed is that you should be able to guess the logic which is set by the examiner. Yes, Angana, thinking, your thinking capacity will be good. You will be able to answer these questions. And you know which is the best way of doing it? Practice, of course, practice and hit and trial. What is hit and trial method? You actually tried one thing, you did not get the answer matching in the options. You tried another thing, you still did not get it, but then you keep on trying. And what's the difference between the people who actually take logical reasoning classes or practice logical reasoning on a daily basis, apart from the ones who don't practice it daily and just practice it before the exam? The difference is scientifically proven that the people who study logical reasoning are the ones who can think of more than 5 logics in a minute. That's true. You can think of more than 5 logics in a minute, and that means you're sure to get an answer in 1 minute or maximum 2 minutes if the day is bad. But for the ones who do not practice LR, they can maximum think of 2 logics in 1 minute. So that means he is anyways going to take more time. Hmm? So that makes the difference. So right now in this question, I see that 90 is not there in the option. So automatically I believe that plus 10 will be the right logic, ma'am, because I am getting 60 here. Correct? So that's how you will do number analogy based questions. Okay. I'll give you some more examples in my chocolate questions. Before that, let me just tell you or give you another very simple question. So look at the numbers, guys. If you see the number is decreasing, if you see the second number is less than the first number, you will either check for subtraction or you will check for division. So tell me what will be the answer for you. Chitra, you can type it out, Chitra. We don't actually allow anyone to unmute in the demo, right? So you can type that out. I will help you. -6 says Sanskruti. And if I apply the same logic to 66, will I get an answer? Why, Sanskruti? 66 minus 6. Very good, Himnish. That's correct. It's 60. Option A. Right, others? Yes, it's right. It's A. Very nice. Oh, you thought of that? Very good. All right. So we have our answer. That's option A. Easy, right? We'll come up with some chocolate questions which might not be easy. Okay, but before chocolate questions, let's have a very funny kind of a 3-word analogy question. Now, what happens in 3-word analogy question? There is a logic between these 3 people or things or items. Okay, you have to establish the same relation between the options. Rudranil says it's B. Okay, so what was the relation? I did not find any correct answer so far. Dog and squirrel have a tail. Is this the relation? Yeah. Okay. People writing yeah. Then people shifting their answer to C. Okay. Chitra D. All right. D, D, D. Now people are shifting answers. Come on. Okay, so cottage hut do not have a palace. Fish and crocodile do not have water. They live in water. Yes. Horse and ox have horns. Horse doesn't have any. So that's also wrong. So the answer would be truck and scooter are the two types of vehicles which have gears in them. Nice one. Nice one. Very good. Yes, they use gears. So this question is sorted for us. Let's move down to the next question quickly. This is the first chocolate question for us. Okay, Unnati, no problem. That's totally fine. First chocolate question based on the place value of the letters. This is I, okay? This is AI. Please explain the logic, Ayush. Sanskriti, add the values. So if I add 1 plus 9, it gives me 10 Sanskriti. 10 is not S. Tada. Plus means just stick the letters, stick the numbers. Should we merge the digits? Very good, Himnesh. That's right. If we merge the digits, then that becomes 19, and 19 is S. Yes. And if I apply the same logic to AG, A is 1, G is 7, and if I sure you can. Okay, so that's 17, and 17 stands for Q. Well done, guys. Super intelligent. So I am shifting you to a level up in the next question. But the next question will be not a level up really. This is easy. Now this is the fastest finger first. Okay. Fastest finger first question. Quick answers. I got an answer from Rudranil, which is wrong. Sai, which is, I'll not reveal the answer. Okay, we got answers from Sai, Ayush, Himnesh, Chitra, Sanskriti, Nirmit, Naitik, Rudranil. Okay, okay, don't repeat your answers. Sai, Ayushi, alright, Barnil, Natasha, Unnati, Angana. Okay. Others? All right. Relation to profession. Very good, Natik. So doctor is related to patient because doctor treats the patient. Patient in turn gives money to the doctor. Similarly, lawyer works for whom? Lawyer works for the client, not for the judge. The judge does not pays back the lawyer. The client pays back the lawyer. Magistrates are judges of special cases. Okay. So of course, file is not paying back to the lawyer. So the answer is client. Easy? Super easy, ma'am. Okay, fine. So next we have no problem, Natik. That's how we learn. See, there are certain new terms which we will get to learn in these classes because this is all related to GK, no? This question is related to GK. So that's why we will start learning new terms, and that's how we will be gaining knowledge. Okay, now this one is a tough question for you guys. A level up booster question. Sanskriti has already taken the School Plus program. That's great, Sanskriti. So now you can join any batch of Priyasha ma'am. Okay, booster. Booster question. How is 66 related to 12? 12 doesn't even comes in the table. Like 66 doesn't even comes in the table of 12. What will we do? Okay, I get some answers from Ashia and Himnesh. Any logic, guys? You can come up with a logic in the chat. What do you think? Others, take your time. Faima has come up with a logic. No, no, Ashia. That's not the way we do logical reasoning question. Okay, Natik, no problem. We'll reveal the answers. Jadin has also come up with an answer. That's nice. But can you tell me a logic for that? Vidhi, how can I take this whole year program? Vidhi, for that, you need to just check back the chat box where you see the WhatsApp number for Olympiad success. Okay. You just need to message them back. Okay. I'll just forward that in the session right now. Okay. And what you can do is you can get yourself, like just call up them or send a message to them. They will tell you about all the plans. Okay. All right. Now, okay, Ashia, don't repeat that. I know, but I can't explain. Okay, Nanika with C. Any logic, Nanika? Rudranil. But that's not in the options, dear, and that's what we just discussed. That your answer is right only when it matches with the examiner. Okay, my time. Can I reveal the answer, please? Okay, no, Angana. Not really. See, answer is A. And how is it A? Now let's have a look. 66 and 99 are divided by 3. It's also divided by 11. And what's 3 into 11, guys? What's 3 into 11? 33. Now that's the tricky part. Divide these numbers by 33. I want all of you to do that. Divide this by 33, divide this by 33. Tell me the quotient. Rudranil says 2 and 3. Okay. Others, do you also get 2 and 3? Okay. Natik, Chitra, Himnesh. What's the relation between 2 and 10, guys? Or 2 and 12, guys? What's the relation between 2 and 12? 2 plus 10 gives us 12. Okay, Rudranil into 6. But then again, Rudranil, the same thing. 6 into 3 will not give you 8, like will give you 18, which is not there in the options, right? So if you try 2 into 6 giving you 12, then 3 into 6 will not give you the answer in the options. So that means hit and trial fail. What can be the other method of getting 12? 2 plus 10. So if I do 3 plus 10, will I get an answer in the options? Yes, 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 yes. So that's why I called it as a booster question. I know that it might not strike all of you that you have to divide it by 33, but you have to find out that what can be the similar number between 66 and 33, which we can reduce down to 13 or 12. Okay. No problem, Ashia. You did not get the logic only. That's why you have to first divide the number by 33, and whatever you got as the quotient, you are going to add that up. Yes, Ashni, we have a last chocolate question for us. Ready, everyone? Okay, so we'll have the last chocolate question for the day quickly. And this is also a similar type of question, just like we did last question number 3. 20 does not divide 42 completely, but it divides a number closer to 42. Do it that way. Sanskriti, Nirmit, okay. Pranjal, Famida, Sanskriti, minus 22. But if I do minus 22 from 64, I'll get 42, and that's not in the options. That's a double logic question, guys. We have Aditya. Okay. Minus 33. Why will we do 33 here? 42 minus 33 will not give us 20, no? Hmm. So, okay, final. 42, 42. See, there are two logics for this question. So, pay attention, guys. Logic number one. Logic number one. 42 minus 2. How much? 42 minus 2? 40. 40 comes in the table of 20. 40 comes in the table of 20, ma'am. 40 by 2 gives us 20. So the logic is subtract 2 and divide by 2. Try this in the answer. Try this in the answer. 64 minus 2 is 62 and 62 divided by 2 is 31. Ma'am matching. What's the logic number 2? The logic number 2 which ma'am has is divide by 2 and then subtract 1. Divide by 2 first and then subtract 1. Let's try this. Let's try this. Yeah, very good, Angana. Very nice. 42 by 2 is 21 and 21 minus 1 is 20, something which we want. And the next one can be the answer 64 by 2, that's 32, and 32 minus 1 is 31. Just like this, we will be doing plenty. Ma'am, is there a butterscotch question? No, Ashni, no. We just have a chocolate question. So like this, we'll be doing plenty of these interesting chocolate questions in our real classes, and we'll try to figure out the basic logic behind finding the answers. And that's more essential than just finding out the answer. So with this, I'll come up with the last question for the day. How was the session, guys? My last question for all you guys there. Fun. Thank you. Good. Thank you so much. Well, I will be surely meeting you when the class starts. I hope that I see you there when the class starts. Okay. Thank you, Akshar. Thank you, Nanika. Thanks, Pranjal. Best. Thank you, Rudranil. Thanks, Sai. 10 out of 10. All right. Best like all the other classes. Thank you, Sanskruti. Thanks, Ashni. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Pamida. Thanks, Bernil. Thank you so much, Unnati, Aditya. Thanks a lot, Jaden. Thank you, Ayushi. Thanks, Natik. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, guys. I literally had a lot of fun. Thank you. Okay, Angana. Thank you so much. Fine, then over to Rajan sir. And if in case
Yeah,
you have
thank
any
you.
questions related to the course, guys, you can ask or else we'll wind up.
Thank you, Prasha ma'am, for
Hey,
the wonderful session, firstly.
thank you.
So, students, if anyone have any doubt, any question, please ask. Okay, I think no one have any question. So, students, in the chat box, I have shared links. Okay, so please save this link. So, to register for Prasha ma'am course, you can use this link. Okay, so copy and save somewhere. Okay, students. Now, Prasha ma'am will meet you in the live classes. Okay, students. So, for today, thank you, Prasha ma'am. Thank you, kids. Sir, I have a question of NSO. Yes. What question we have?
Yes, Unnati, we have CREST Olympiads which conduct special papers on reasoning Olympiads only. And if you go for IMOs, like any SOF Olympiads, then the first 10 to 15 questions are from the reasoning section only in all the topics, science, maths, everywhere. Okay. That's why reasoning is essential for the Olympiads. It's a
Are there any
compulsory
chance
part.
to Are there any chance to join NSO in the third week of April? That you
That
need
you
to
need
check on the
to,
website. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Any other questions, students? No? Okay. 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 So I have shared the links again. Okay. So you can save it to join the course. Okay. Thank you, Pracha ma'am. Thank you, kids. Now we will meet you in the live classes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye. See you there in the live classes. Take care.